All right, now that we've seen some real-life example of how abstraction works, let's take a look at some code examples in JavaScript about abstraction. All right, so as everyone knows, right, when we have an array, we can map over it. But what does that map function look like? Or how does that actually work? We actually can't look at it. If you try to look at it, it says that it's a native code. That means it's abstracted away from us, from the end user, right? Because we don't need to know how it works. Okay? Under the hood, we just need to know how to use it, right? Another thing is that if you do the number constructor, it's going to convert its arguments into a number, right? But how does that work? We actually don't know the inner workings of the number constructor itself, right? Its code is hidden away from us, okay? And there's a lot of other things too, such as when you type the keyword function, how does JavaScript know that this is a special keyword, right? How does the browser know? Oh, let's turn it pink. Let's make it a different color. So deep down, there's code determining all of that, okay? But it's abstracted away from us just to keep it simple for us. We don't need to define what a function is because JavaScript already knows when you type the word function, it's going to go into its memory and it's going to check and be like, oh, okay, it's a function, it's a recipe, okay? And you can define it however you want, right? And just so you know, all computers in the world can only understand one programming language, which is machine language, right? AKA binary, zeros and ones. All programming languages are translated back into binary so the computer can understand and then run it, right? And all languages, that means it includes JavaScript itself, okay? So when you type something as simple as console.log3, right? This statement gets translated into hundreds of lines of a binary code, right? And then the computer looks at that code and it's going to understand like, hey, I should print the statement itself on this line, right? And then print 3 down here, okay? So how all of that works is, again, abstracted away from us to keep things very, very simple, all right? Okay, let's move on to the next topic.